Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler video series videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know, excuse me, all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I don't even remember when I bought these. Like, it wasn't that long ago, I know. But, I don't have, a clear recollection. I was just going through my storage cabinet of many things to review, and I was like, okay. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside the truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing today? Boom! It's my Godhead shirt. What would the yin and yang sign? It's a thing. If you are not familiar with the band Godhead, that's pretty reasonable. Godhead, industrial rock / metal band, came out in the 90s, made their all the way into the early-ish, maybe 2010s. I forget exactly when they, more or less called it. Put out a lot of really good albums. I actually own all of them now. I'm super happy about that. And that might just well, you're a fan. Why wouldn't you? Because 3 of their albums, stupidly hard to find. Because there's their first 2 were only ever released in Eastern Europe. It was a thing. And so in order to get those, I eventually just had to import them. It took me a while to find them. And then they also had an unplugged album, which kind of came and went, because they're an industrial band. And don't get me wrong, I know bands like to do the occasional unplugged thing. Woo! I don't understand why. I've never gotten it. I just, look, if you're, if you want to do it, go ahead and do it. Just don't get it, man. I really don't. Because it's okay, I guess. But you're an industrial band. Part of what makes you great is that you're so plugged in. That's part of the greatness of your sound. Not to say you can't be great without that aspect, but they are a really cool band. I don't have any videos of shows that I've seen of theirs because I only ever went to one, and that was before smartphones were even a thing. But I do really love them. I have seen their lead singer, Jason Charles Miller. He still performs in kind of a southern rock capacity. The whole unplugged thing, basically. Really, really good. Extremely good dude. I do have those videos on this channel, just in case you're interested. But anyway, what am I reviewing for you, folks? What are we doing here? Why did I forget it was a thing? Well, folks, that's because it's, boom, the 72 chocolate collection. 72% dark chocolate strawberry Baobab bites. Our blend of 72% dark chocolate and Baobab, I don't know what Baobab is, results in a special treat with healthy benefits. 190 calories per package, all natural, no preservatives, non-GMO, gluten-free, all that good stuff. Yeah, it's got a little thing here too. Why the hell not? We'll read it. Permissible indulgence, 72 chocolate dedicated to delivering rich indulgent, blah, blah, blah. What is Baobab? Here we go. Baobab is amongst the most nutrient-dense fruits on Earth, bursting with antioxidants, vitamin C, fiber, and potassium. Okay. Woo! Yeah, sure. Let's try a thing that I found. Open. Open. Give me the Baobab. They smell like chocolate-covered raisins. That's not a bad thing. I like chocolate-covered raisins. Some people are like, chocolate-covered raisins. Fuck you. Fuck you in the house that you live in. Alright. It looks like this. Kind of like chocolate-covered raisin. Let's eat one. It's very similar to a chocolate-covered raisin. I like the dark chocolate flavor. It's very dark. Definitely way darker than on your standard chocolate-covered raisins. It's got that nice sort of bitter sweetness. I like that. I'm not really getting, like, there's a little bit of a fruitiness, but, like, I'm not really getting strawberry from it, and I don't know what the fuck a Baobab is supposed to taste like. You don't get a lot of these things. I've eaten 3. Here's a container. That's it. It's filled probably a quarter of the way. And let's be honest, we all know that I must have paid more for this than it needed to be paid. I mean, there's kind of a tanginess to the fruitiness. I guess that's the strawberry. No, it doesn't taste that strawberry-ish. It's just kind of mildly fruity, but really the biggest thing that you're getting out of it is the chocolate. Yeah, not bad. I don't like them as much as chocolate covered raisins, but they eat very similar to chocolate covered raisins too. Like the outside is that, like, you know, crunchy chocolate, you know, the harder chocolate. You bite into it, got a little bit of a chewiness from the inside. Yeah, these are pretty good. I will say this. I can actually kind of appreciate the fact that there's so few of them in here because they're very rich. I think even like this much, kind of a bit much to go over there and try to like eat in one sitting. One of those things where they're kind of good, like maybe keep a bag of them with you or something like that. You know, in the car or like in a knapsack or something like that. And just pop one in periodically. I think that'll pretty much will do you. But, yeah, they're pretty good. I don't know about the Baobab and all that nonsense. That's crap for food scientists and people to go over there and work out. I'm just here to tell you how it tastes. How does it taste? Kind of like a chocolate covered raisin, just with a little bit more tangy fruitiness to it. And the dark chocolate is definitely more rich. They're perfectly fine. My biggest criticism is that they're not balanced. The dark chocolate is way too much of the flavor. I think if the fruitiness, the Baobab, and the strawberry, what the fuck ever, I think if that had a better ratio, I think it would be less rich and they would be more just like snackable. You know, whereas I think I've had, maybe 5 now? 5 or 6? I'm done. I don't want any more anytime real soon. Not that they're not good, but like they're a lot. 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get them again? Would I recommend them? No, and kind of. For me, if I want a similar experience, I am foregoing all of like the fucking like Baobab, healthy, blah blah. Because at the end of the day, and I'm not saying it might not have some actual benefits, but what I am saying is this. You can put all that shit on the front of the thing, that's all fine and well. I imagine that probably had to be, certified to some capacity with the FDA or what the fuck ever. But here's the reality. In my day-to-day life, am I going to notice any difference from this? Almost certainly not. And that's because fundamentally, I'm not in a position to really go over there and gauge it against just the average whatever of my being, right? So, all these things, like, it's just there to entice people who are already into that shit. I'm not. And again, I'm not trying to be like anti-healthy stuff. No. But for me personally, I'm not looking at that and thinking, oh, this will have all these wonderful benefits. I don't know what the fuck it was. I'm looking at it as just an average consumer. Is it a tasty snack? Sure, it's okay. But honestly, again, if I just wanted a similar experience, I just get some fucking chocolate covered raisins. It probably costs less. I get more, and they're better for me. Well, not better for me, but I like them better. If I'm recommending them, though, try them. That's the thing. If you're somebody who you're already of that mindset where you are keeping track of these things, good on you. Seriously. Not trying to shit on you or any of that stuff. Do your thing. But in terms of just being a snack, they're kind of interesting. Give them a shot if you want. But again, for me personally, it's like, just get yourself some chocolate covered raisins. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, spend this rest here. Folks, you can go over there, have yourselves a truly, I gotta go get cat litter-tastic rest of my life. That's what I'm doing as soon as I get out of here. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me, I know it. I live it. I'm out there with you in it. I mean, at the time I'm doing this, we're literally a day away from Thanksgiving. I'm looking forward to it. But, at the same time, it's like, I'm wore out, man. It's like I'm happy it's been a short week. So happy it's been a short week. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks. Do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you're going to try out some 72 dark chocolate strawberry Baobab, what the fuck ever things. Good on you. Maybe you'll go over there and you'll be like, Brandon, actually, the Baobab, neat. Cool. I'm not saying that it ain't. It's just for me personally. I like to think that I come at my reviews from the perspective of the average consumer versus the person who wants to go in there and do a shitload of research on everything that they put inside their body. Now, to be fair, the smarter thing to do would be to do that research. But the thing is, even then, realistically, there's contradictory research. There's research that, we go over there as time goes by, it changes. I mean, ultimately, make the best informed decision that you can make. Some people are going to look at this and they're going to go over there and be like, well, it has all of these nutrients and blah, 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 blah. And we'll go over there and power your solar panels for a month. Cool. I don't have any solar panels and I'm going to eat Eggos. That's nothing against solar power or anything else. It's just I'm a simple guy and, I would actually do with some solar panels. I know you can get on like programs and stuff for that and everything, but I've kind of looked into it and it's like, it's still not cheap, man. It's like a thing, and then if they break, it's like a repair. Anyway, solar panels, solar energy should be a thing that we're all fucking cool with, and we just need to get more on it. Bye!